Yo, what's up? My name is TorridBlu. In this video, we're going to be talking about obesity and why it's very common nowadays. Alright, basically, I'm driving right now, and I feel like I just ate a lot, drank a lot right now, and honestly, I just feel bad. I feel full, like I'm obese as it is, and I'm just making myself more obese. And it's crazy because the reason that we're like this is because we want, I guess, that hit of dopamine, like without doing anything, no work put in or nothing like that. So that's what the human body and mind is conditioned to nowadays because of either social media or like just the people you surround yourself with, and it's honestly not a good thing. And I mean, I don't know, you just gotta surround yourself with other people, because if not, you're still gonna be the same person having all these bad habits. And like for me, especially because I'm always by myself, it's like now you choose who you want to be. Like you listen to all these other good people, whatever they say, and you're still doing all these bad things, right? And this could be like no fap, it could be eating, it could be you exercising. Like today I did not exercise. Why is that? Because I ate and I felt full and I felt sleepy, and then I was like, okay, well, it's all down from here. Shower. I was gonna do some work, but I told someone I was gonna help them out with some video that I have to create for a family member, and so I'm about to do that. And yeah, it's just like obesity is such, it's a thing because the foods that we eat are addicting, and the feeling of the dopamine is addicting. So the more addicting things you do or you consume, it's gonna make you want more. It's like a drug, you know. Some drugs that make you feel a certain type of way, you like that feeling and you want to keep feeling that way. That's why people, they like smoke weed and they're like, no, it's not a bad thing, it's not a drug, but you keep doing it, you can't go without it. There has to be something that's like addicting, that's addicting to it, because I mean, if not, then you would be able to stop. But I mean, obviously you can't stop because you're still doing it. And yeah, all these other companies, these companies that make all these foods and all these, even like plants and stuff like that, like what they do is they put stuff in it that make it like addicting, right? And then that's when you start consuming it, and you're like, oh, this is good, this is good, this is good, but not knowing that your health is going lower and lower and lower until like you get to a point where you're just obese, you're foggy, and like there's nothing that you can do. You just don't want to be here anymore. And that's another thing that people don't understand. That's why they say that fasting is a good thing, because once you fast, your body has the ability to regenerate and delete all the bad things that's actually in you, right? All the fats. And look, it's also like the thought, right? Whatever you think is basically going to be your outcome, right? For me, I'm limitless, so basically anything I want, I'm gonna get. I had a quote that goes, if I want it, I'm gonna get it, like I gotta have it. And I still feel that way, because like no matter what it is, no matter what I want, I'm gonna get it, because why wouldn't I be able to? And I said this in the previous video, where it's like if you guys could get it, like such peasants that you guys are, why wouldn't I be able to get it? You know what I mean? And having that thought that I can achieve anything because failure isn't real, right? Because I mean, look, think about it. Failure isn't real, because failure just, like, what is failure? You know what I mean? Like, what's the true definition? I don't know what it is. What's failure? Not being able to? Why? Not being able to because you haven't done enough to actually do it. So when you were trying to learn how to ride a bike, did you fail because you didn't do it on the first try? No. You just didn't know how to do it, so you kept doing it until you did it. So did you fail? No. Failing only happens when you quit, right? And since you have that self-thought of, okay, I'm limitless, you can't fail because you can't quit. So of course you can do it. And I mentioned this because another thing is, if you think of fat as being fat, then it's gonna be bad. You should see it as stored energy that you have to expend. So with that being said, now you know that, okay, I need to stop eating food, I need to stop consuming all these things, these drinks, because I need to use the stored energy that I already have. And I mean, especially with like everyone now, everyone's like obese. I think it's over 45% of the people are obese nowadays. You gotta just stop, try to fast. Like 6 hours is easy, 12 hours, I mean, it might be hard for people. I usually go from like 12-ish to 18. And dude, I'm still obese. But why? Because sometimes I just go like, okay, I was fasting all these other days, and then sometimes I pig out, and then at that point I basically any gain, gain in the sense that I've gotten skinnier, right? All that basically just goes to the base level how it was already before I started, because I consume and overly consume, which isn't good. So you gotta be able to focus yourself, and if you do consume something, make sure it's not as bad for you as other things. But yeah, that's another thing about obesity, right? You tell yourself these things that make you get stuck in that mindset, so you can't move on from there, because you keep telling yourself that thing. And if someone keeps telling you you're a failure, oh, you can't do this, and you can't do this, and you can't do this, and you can't do this, eventually you'll start thinking that you can't do it, right? But like I said, failure isn't an option. The failure isn't a thing. I mean, it's an option, because that's quitting, but it doesn't exist. Like I said, for the bike thing, you just kept trying. Because, okay, look, think of it like this. Failure, right? If failure was a thing, you would still be crawling and you wouldn't be walking. Simple as that. Why is it that when we were kids, we knew we could keep developing? Why did we try to walk? Why? Think about that, right? Another thing you guys should think of. Okay, since you have the ability to walk, and you were able to do that by yourself, right? Who gave you that belief that you can't do more in life, right? It was instilled in our brains that we can't do it. Someone put that information into our brains. And obviously it's not true, because like I said, you were able to walk by yourself. You did it, right? There was no such thing, because you didn't truly understand other people. So what does that mean? You didn't understand other people. So with that being said, you didn't understand, so there was no self-doubt. There was no, I can't do this. There was no such thing as failure, because you were able to do it because you kept on trying. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it. It was all over the place, but if you understood it, you understood it. If not, rewatch the video and try to understand what's actually being said in the video. This is TorridBlu, and remember, it's all for you. It's all for you.